Joining me now to discuss is legal analyst Chris Melcher. Chris, hello to you. Appreciate you being with us. So at least one arrest has been made here. What could that person potentially be charged with? Some outlets are saying that there are more arrests imminent.
Sure. So the prosecutor is looking at everyone who was involved in supplying this drug to Matthew Perry. This was not done through a prescription. It was done illegally. And so the most serious charge could actually be murder if the prosecutor can establish that whoever supplied or administered this drug to him knew that it could have deadly consequences and that he would take this fatal dose.
And let's talk about ketamine. It was listed as the primary cause of death. Matthew Perry, no foul play, according to what we understand right now, but he was found in his pool. Ketamine is used almost like a general anesthetic. So is it a street drug?
It is a street drug. It's being used recreationally. It's been used therapeutically. So Matthew Perry had actually been under a doctor's care, prescribed ketamine therapy for his abuse disorder that was not involved with the drugs that he took on this particular day. And yes, it can be used for anesthesia, and the dose that he took was something so severe or strong that you would only find it in a hospital setting, and that's what ultimately caused his death.
And when you say, Chris, that police, as they continue their investigation, are looking for others who could have been involved in supplying this drug to Perry, who could that include?
So we're told that there's at least one physician who apparently had access and maybe illegally supplied this drug to a dealer, and then a dealer would have provided it to an assistant or somebody in his orbit who then provided it to Matthew directly. So it's everyone in that chain, and certainly there are going to be crimes committed by everyone in that chain. But really what the prosecutor is trying to do is send a message to saying that this is going to be prosecuted severely, and there can be consequences here beyond a slap on the wrist if somebody's involved in providing drugs to an addict.
Chris, what if there was someone else at the home, at Perry's home at the time? Could they be implicated somehow?
Yes, and there is an indication that that is what occurred. And it's all going to depend on the level of cooperation. And so the arrests that we're going to see unveiled here later on today will probably be the people who did not cooperate. And so that's why this investigation's taken so long, to kind of work up the chain and see everyone who's involved, and people who are going to cooperate are going to get a break, and others who don't are going to feel the full force of the law.
Yeah, it's been almost a year, Chris.
Yeah, and it's important because this is something that happens, unfortunately, to a lot of people. And because Matthew is so famous, this is getting attention. But this is a problem that a lot of people face and suffer these kind of deadly consequences from. So hopefully lessons will be learned.
Chris Melcher is a legal analyst. Chris, appreciate your time with us this morning.